Codrington itself was named after an Englishman called Codrington.
Codrington was our slave master who lived at Government House. The Government House, as it stands now, that was Codrington's original home.
Barbuda was leased by the Codringtons from Her Majesty Queen Victoria, and it was leased for one fatted sheep. Agriculture was a big thing. We used to get a lot of rain, so we used to produce quite a lot of things. A lot of melons, a sweet potato, muskmelon.
By all means, the most popular dish for me in Barbuda was stuff they call a matite. It was a kind of soup, it was very thick with beans and deer meat and that kind of stuff, you know. Well, when that is cooked and served in well-cured calabashes, there's no better taste.
Coming up as a boy, at night you can go in the lagoon and you can catch all a shad you want, shad. There was some nice silver looking fish, we call them shad. And you can go and buy penny worth of shad or tuppence shad, and you have got a container, and the people used to love to eat that for their breakfast and so on. And at night, people go out with a trammel, and they catch a lot of all kind of fish in the trammel, 10-pounder, barracuda.
I used to sell fish, a fish with tuppence, 4 cents a strap, string up, strap a fish with tuppence until you got 3 pence, until you go, widen out.
Say, if you feed the birds up there, what the children. So God must have said, they meat and wild pig and so, guinea bird and so.
Our bird sanctuary contains the magnificent frigate bird. The lagoon is basically like a breeding ground for lobsters, fish. They come and they have their young inside there, and it's like a nursing home for them. You have fisher folks who go and do netting in the night to look fish, and then you'll have a time when the lobster season is open that divers will go and look chicken lobsters, because inside there we get our chicken lobsters, the small lobsters. They're very tender and tasty.
My mother was a seamstress, and she was able to make brassiere for ladies and men's underpants. In those days, you used to import flour, and I can remember as a child, this flour used to come from Canada, and it had red lettering on to say made in Canada. And what people used to do, they used to wash and bleach that bag cloth and made it into blouses, underpants, and shirts. So my mom used to make men's underpants, especially the larger men in Barbuda. Dresses were made also by women, and there were a few men that also did tailoring. Trousers, shirts, jackets and suits, they were made locally by local people. And those same people would teach children how to sew, and as you grow up, you attend these classes so many days a week. Because I can remember attending 3 days every week to learn how to sew and do other things. These adults used to give their time freely.
In those days, persons going to Antigua, you had to give the captain the name. Your name, saying, well, I'll be traveling tomorrow. And when you are coming back from Antigua, no strangers could come to Barbuda unless they're coming to somebody here that they know. Because you say you want to come to Barbuda, you must know who you're coming to here. And that person should meet you at the wharf.
If you get an invitation to the wedding, the people who go to Sangrong and cut the coconut bough, they would put one at your gate, one or two, I think it's two, because one lead from one end and the others to make an arch like at your gate. They would just call and ask, you get invitation? If you say yes, they throw out 2 coconut bough. And if you want them to do it, you ask them to do it for you. If you have manpower in the house, the man will come out and nail up the coconut bough. If they call you get invitation, no, you can't about your business.